Sunday. How is everybody? We are live. We are in Newcastle, Delaware, of day 2 of our race. And as soon as some people jump on, if anybody jumps on, we'll explain how yesterday went. I got to the track about a half hour ago, started unloading, and here we are. It's beautiful. It's cool. It's probably in the 50s. Hey, Margina, Shannon. Good morning, good morning. I always feel better when at least a couple people jump on. Like I said, we are in Newcastle, Delaware. I'm the first one here. Got cars unloaded. Been here a few minutes. And here we are. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday so far. I know it's early. I waited a little bit to make sure my sweet knucklehead wasn't going to go live. And here we are. So, hey, Janook. So if you want to hang with me here for a few minutes, we'll say hello. I'm getting some things ready. It's race day, guys. The last one of the season for us. Yesterday, I had the cars really, really bad for him, especially that one, which sort of caught me off guard. I don't know why, but I got to check my scales at home because something was amiss. So we struggled pretty bad yesterday in the first heat race. They're doing a different format for this weekend. We ran 2 heat races yesterday, one heat race today, and an A main. And I got that car better yesterday. So hoping to even get a little better today. My driver was upset. Not mad, but upset, disappointed. And he said, Dad, I just wanted to do really good for our last our race. And I said, I know, buddy, that's all my fault. You did everything you could do. So we're going to work really hard on getting it better. That's why I'm here early. Just want to go over some things and make it better, guys. So it's like I said, it was a little bit of a struggle, but we got through it. Jaden rode home with me last night. Mary went to the farm to check on our guys because I swore I could hear Cinco from Delaware yelling at me saying it's time to eat. But yeah, we drove back and forth last night. We were going to stay at a hotel, but they wanted $330 to stay at a hotel. I'm like, we're driving it. Like, that's ridiculous. It's an hour and a half. They had trick or treat here and everything last night, as you can tell. We just kind of left the candy dish out, and we headed home. I wanted to get eyes on the animals, make sure they're good. Everything was good at What If Acres. I can tell you that. Thank you guys for all the good luck wishes. Yeah, right. It is stupid money. I'm like, what are you going to do? So, at the end of the day, we drove it. It wasn't that bad. Jaden got to ride home with me. Me and him talked. The other thing is, guys, and I've said it before, don't judge me on how dirty my trailer is. I said it before that took way too much time off this summer from his racing. So next year, we're going to do better. We're going to do better. Next year for me, for our little team, is going to start now. Like it, it's filthy. It's filthy. Yeah, price of a room. That's what we thought. It just didn't make sense. You know, we got a Texas trip coming up, and like Mary said, paying that $330 for one night is one seat on the plane. So that kind of put things in perspective for us. So it's we just decided to drive it. And guys, it wasn't that bad. We didn't get out of here that late. As soon as the races were over, Mary left so she could get to the animals. The animals are doing great. And then I stayed back, packed up, put away, and off Jade and I went. We may or may not have stopped at a burger place on the way home because we were both hungry. I didn't eat all day. So, yeah, half a month's rent, right? I did not put a GoPro on his car because I didn't purchase one. However, that is one of the things I would like to do for next year. We some tracks allow us to use. Hey Danielle, I hope you guys do too. I think you guys are racing Phoenixville, right? I know he did his retirement laps, but I thought I seen you guys were racing. Is the whole family going to Texas? So I'm going to say yes. I have not. Lester and I haven't actually talked details, but I want them to come down. Now here's the thing, and I want you guys to fully understand. Oh, you're at Pagoda for the thing. That's right. That's right. Awesome. Well, you have to let us know how that goes. For you guys don't know what Danielle and I are talking about, her son MJ has moved up to a different division of cars this year, and this weekend is, I think they're calling it the World Finals or whatever. It's a huge race, and this is their first year doing it's called a slingshot. It's a little bit bigger than our cars, and hopefully MJ and the family have a great race day as well. Texas. So, yes, I would like the whole family to go down. Who's going to take care of our animals? I do have people in line. So our animals will be well taken care of, trust me. And I'm not going to give out all the details and all of the things, but our animals, we've had numerous people that will step up and take care of our animals. Now, back to the Texas trip. We don't know, I do know, like I said, I have not talked to Lester, but my plans are for Mary and Jaden to come down with me. We'll fly down together, and then Mary and Jaden will not stay the whole time because of work and school. And I also want everybody to understand that I am going to be taking that trip very, very serious. I'm not going to get down there, and I've explained this to Mary. She knows it very, very well. I'm not going to be getting down there and just gallivanting around Florida or Texas during the day. Like, my goal is not to leave the ranch. So Mary's completely understanding of that. We're going to, we'll have a rental car that her and Jaden can go to Buc-ee's or do all the things, go do some sightseeing, but I don't want to really necessarily leave the property. It's a big, big deal for me. That I would be entrusted with all them beautiful animals and a property, and I just, Mary says, you're not going to be any fun. I said, Mary, if you call fun going gallivanting around, then no. But I said, it's such a beautiful property. I want you guys to be able to see some longhorns, and to me, being down there, being able to hang out with the animals and being on a property of that magnitude and that beautiful and watching the sunsets and all the things, to me, is absolutely like a vacation. Now, I know there's work to be done. I know there's a ton of responsibility, and I'm excited to take that responsibility on. But part of that responsibility is, like I said, I'm not going to be going gallivanting around Texas. My goal is to get, when we get down there, and since Mary will be there, we can get some food, get some groceries. I am taking notes. Yes, I am. I watch all the lives because now I'm more laser focused on exactly what he's doing. And quite honestly, I need to learn all the horses' names, and all of that. But I have been studying. I watch, make sure the chickens are put away, make sure the alarm set, make sure that the bottom hatch is locked. So, like I said, I'm going to take it pretty serious. Well, hello, Karen from Houston. So very much looking forward to that. I can tell you I am going to miss up my animals. Just being at the track yesterday, this is really the first, let's call it an overnight race that we've had since we really had our animals, and it felt really, really weird. Not like Mary. I told Mary, I said, you're going to have to FaceTime with Cinco. I got to see him. She's like, you're out of control. So, take my bleach. Oh, guys, I'll be able to relax. The first couple days are going to be, you know, like, like I said, I know I know how it feels to have to worry about somebody else taking care of your animals. I will not do it. How do you put this? I'm going to try to do everything exactly how Lester and Jamie would want it. But let's face it, guys, I'm not Lester and Jamie, so the way I do things may be a little different. Um, and when you entrust somebody to take care of your animals, it's stressful. Like, I know it's stressful for them because nobody can do it like the rancher or the farmer does it, right? And I know all of that. But yes, it stresses exactly what Terry Bodine said. It stresses Lester to leave his animals. So I want to be 100% on top of everything. So I really want Lester and Jamie to be able to. I really want Lester and Jamie to be able to enjoy their trip, though I know they're going to be worried about their animals. And that's just people that love their animals. Jay and Lauren are the same way, you know. And here's the other thing. It seems like when Jay and Lauren, when they leave the farm, regardless of what happened, it seems like something always happens. And I said to Mary, I said, suppose we decide to leave for an hour and Grandpa breaks over the fence, or, you know, hopefully none of that'll happen. But I just, even for an hour, I don't necessarily want to leave the property. So, having said all that, Mary thinks I'm going to be so serious that it won't be a ton of fun for her. That's why she's only coming down for a couple days. And the fact of Mary's work and Jaden's school. You know, with Mary's work, she only has so much time off, and with the holidays and all that coming up, and what the things her sister's going through, it's sorry about all that. I forgot to turn my notifications off. So having said all that, with what I was saying is Mary, sister's going through some things, yeah, and I know Mary's going to want to visit and whatnot. So just yeah, there's plenty to do at the JL Ranch. Yes, Heather, you're absolutely right. They take day trips, but it's also their ranch. So I'm not saying we can't go out and have a bite to eat, but I'm not going to get up and do the chores and just leave for hours on end. Like I can't. And Mary completely 1,000% understands that. And guys, if I ever want to get invited back to be able to do something like this again, I have to give it 150%. That's just my opinion. Gumbo, absolutely. I would love for Mary to get to go to the casino. I don't know age-wise if Jaden would be able to go to that, so that may not be something that can happen. But I want to be able to get down there. Obviously, I need to get down there before they leave, you know, and then I'm sure Lester will show me the routine in person, and we'll go through all the things. And then maybe if they're still in town, we could go have a little gumbo. Or maybe when they get back. Gumbo to go, I forgot about that. That's a great idea. So, yes. The plan, unless Lester says no, but I do anticipate Mary and Jaden both coming down and staying a little bit. I would love for us to fly down together. They'll have to go back early. At that point, we might do 2 rental cars. So I don't have to go to Houston and back, because that would be 3 hours away from Ranch. And I really don't want to do that. So, yes, he did. Okay, thank you. I wasn't sure. That was such a blur that evening going down to the casino, because I've only been there once, so I wasn't 100% sure. So that's about all I know on the Texas front. Very thankful for my wife taking care of the animals last night, so I could get home and get some sleep. I've been up early the last couple days. Jaden is going to have a field day. The exact dates have not been, we haven't discussed exact dates on when exactly I'd be going. Somebody had asked who would be taking care of my animals. people that you guys know and hang out with. I don't want to give names in case somebody decides they can't do it, but we have people that hang out at Steinmetz, and they're great help, and I feel very comfortable in leaving What If Acres for a few days. And plus, Mary's not going to be going the whole time, and she has everything under control. I've set up some feed containers, like right at the goat area. I've set up some more things that make it a lot easier for whoever comes. I've already stockpiled some hay and straw. So, and also, nobody knows this, but there's something being delivered on Friday. And I want to talk to somebody had donated something to us, and I don't know. I'm going to wait and talk to that individual before I release all that information. But let's just say it's going to help a ton as the weather gets colder. So that'll be happening this Friday, the 31st, and we're very thankful for that. I didn't ask for it. It's the carport I already have. The carport's in my van. I need to, that's another thing that I need to get that set up. I'm hoping that now that racing is going to be over this weekend, I can focus on getting some farm stuff done before it gets really, really cold. And obviously the patio or the carport is going to be one of the things. Waylon has been grumpy. Me and Waylon got to have a little chat. You don't beat up on Uncle Chuck. You don't beat up on Uncle Chuck. You're going to get a talking to. Yeah, right. How do I have time? I got a good job. I gotta become more efficient with my time. So yeah, that was sad, but it's animals, guys. And see, like something like that. Not that I can go moving animals around the pastures, but that was just from Lester being on the property and observing. So I am excited to see Chuck. I miss him. It's I'm distracted because there's like a whole flock of birds all of a sudden flying around. You guys don't need to look at my ugly mug anymore. Guys, can you hear this? There goes the club president. Things are starting to happen. Chucky is a beautiful boy. Chucky is. Yes, he is. Look at that. It's crazy. I'm standing here. I don't want to get pooped on. So we're surrounded. It don't look like it. We are surrounded by a swamp, more or less. So this is the other thing. There's an airport here. I don't know. Oh yeah, there it goes. You might not be able to see it now. Anyhow, the airport that is right behind me is the airport. So as you guys know, our former president was from here, and the airport right over them trees, he would fly in. And when you knew when the president was coming in, because there'd be all kinds of military helicopters and what circling around, so you could absolutely tell when the president was coming. So that's that, guys. Well, guys, listen, I think I've had you probably not long enough, but I'm going to jump in here, roll up my sleeves, get my hands dirty, and look at that. Oh, I missed it. There was a dog chasing a golf cart. Yeah, so I've been in with the Longhorns. I do plan. Look at this dog. I will keep my head on a swivel, and absolutely. But the cool thing is, once I get down there, I know if I have any questions, I'll get you guys to help me. That's the other thing, guys. Out of respect I don't want to go live a whole bunch down there because I'm not doing this to get views and all this. I'm doing this because I want to see my old buddy Lester, and I want to see Chucky Boy, and I want to see all the animals, and you know, so that's that. All right, guys. It does remind me of Trixie. Actually, what first thing I thought of was Carl. Can you imagine Carl in the pits chasing a golf cart? All right, guys. We love you so much. Yes, absolutely. Remember what if. All right, guys. You have a great day. We'll give an update. If the racing don't go better tonight, I may get fired. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for the support. We love you, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.